Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I got well over $200 worth of high-end makeup for only $13.33. So if you want to learn how I did that, just keep watching. Okay, so before we get started, I do want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel. I want to make sure that you get notified anytime that I post new videos, and I'm always trying to save you guys some money, so why not go ahead and subscribe so you can learn how I do it too. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I have quite a bit of makeup and products that I was able to purchase, but I'm going to show you how I got that almost free. You got it, almost free. Now I know I've talked about this before on my channel, and perhaps you've already heard and listened, and maybe you haven't thought about joining, or maybe you already have joined. But I'm going to talk about eBates today, because I just love them. Some of you may have seen my last video where I showed my check for $197 and some odd cents. That was my last quarterly check that I got, and I got that simply by doing the regular online shopping that I already do. Now, what's great about this video is that eBates themselves reached out to me and they asked me to go ahead and be one of their ambassadors to speak about their program. So I want to go through this very carefully with you and explain just how it works. For those that want to see what I got for my products and you don't want to listen to all the eBates part, I'm going to go ahead and leave a time down here that shows you when that part actually starts if you want to go ahead and skip ahead. Okay, so let's get started. For this part, I'm going to be showing you on the computer how you navigate right over to eBates. Okay, to get started and to navigate over to eBates, what you can do on any of my videos is simply go down to my description box, and I always have a link to it right here. So I list some of the stores along here that are probably the most popular with us, but again, since there's well over 2,000, that's just the beginning of it all. So you can just simply click on that link and it will open up eBates page for you. Now I already have it open and I'm already signed in. So let me kind of show you how this works. What you'll want to do is at the beginning is you'll want to come up here and get logged in. And what it shows you is not only your name, but it starts out showing you what you've accumulated since you have started with eBates. So at this point in time, I have earned $445.79. My current cash back balance for my next check is $34.08. I can go to my account, my favorite stores, my shopping trips, my big fat check history, and then also my settings. So let's go to my big fat check history. I'm going to sign in real quick. And here it shows my history. So this was my last check that I got right here, $197.66. You can see that. But over here, it's got the dates of all of my checks. So when I do the drop down, it will show you the amount of all of the checks that I've received since I've started doing eBates, which was in February 4th of 2016. So I've only been doing this a little bit over a year. Then it breaks down all of the individual shopping trips that you made for that period. So see how everything ended on December 31st. Tells you the store, the amount of your purchase, and how much cash back you earned for that. You have those same types of things about your account running down this side as well. Now, if we go into all of the stores, here's where it shows you all of the different departments you can go into. So if I were to click on, say, women's clothing, it's going to bring up alphabetically all of the stores that are available under women's clothing. It shows you what the current cash back amount is, and then you can just simply click on shop now if you want to go there. You'll also notice over here there's some little hearts. So for example, AliExpress. I've clicked on that, and that's one of my favorites. So it will let me know, if AliExpress ever is on double cash back, I'll get an email notification. But it also makes it easier for me to find amongst all of these stores. So again, now we're in the H's, N's, and there, we're finally at the bottom. So those are just the women's clothing. If I want to go back to the front page, I can do that. Now the double cashback stores. Now remember this, I'm filming this on the 28th, February 28th, and you're seeing this on the 1st. So this is all going to change because there's going to be some triple cashback stores. You can click on that and it will show you all of the stores and places that are available, and it'll tell you, like Bed Bath & Beyond used to be 2%, now they're 4%. Booking.com was 2, they're actually 5%. So you just go through and you can look at all of those, and then it'll also have some more down at the bottom. If we go into hot deals, this will show you some stores that not only have their cash back, but they have some promo codes available for you. So for example, if you like to go to Barnes & Noble and shop online, you get an extra 15% off any $40 or more purchase, or 20%. Oops, I clicked on that. Let's go backwards. Oh, and it changed. Sorry, I guess it changed it. So let's just look at Nordstrom. So dresses under $100, you get 2% cash back. Finish line, you get $15 off, $150 purchase, plus you get 3% cash back. And if there's a code that you can use, they put that right in there that you can use right at checkout. There's also a great deal of stores that will have an in-store cashback program, and this changes all the time. What you do is you take any of your credit or debit cards and you simply add the new card. And then when there's a store that you know that you might be going into instead of shopping online, so for example, Macy's, I would probably go in there and do some shopping. So rather than have to shop online, I can actually get 2.5% cash back if I go into the store. And I believe they're normally 3%. So all I do is click linked, and it will link my credit card number to Macy's. So now I don't have to shop in line to get a discount. I can actually go into the store and get it. So these do expire. They'll say the details on there. So let's go to Petco. It tells me up here this offer is going to expire on 4/30/2017. So before you go in and do your shopping, make sure that is still active. And you want to check this usually around the beginning of each month just to see who is new in there and make sure that you've got current offers in there. So like MAC is in there right now. Navy Claim Jumpers, if you go in there for lunch or dinner, gosh, you get 10% cash back on that. Express, Petco this is a new one that I just signed up for at the top. So they had a 4% cash back. That's expiring today. So I went ahead and signed up for the new one, which is also at 4%. Then we can go into the luxury deals. Quite honestly, this is not a place that I go to a lot because I don't have that kind of money. But let's say we wanted to go into Coach. They give you the 4% cash back plus free shipping and a free gift for him under $100. So it tells you the expiration date on any of these deals as well. Then it talks about their referral program. Everybody gets their own special link. So here's mine. And that's the one I'm sharing down below. So when you have friends that you want to get signed up, that's where you go to get that link. And then they have a great help section to help you out with anything as well. So if I go back to the all stores and just click on that instead of the individual departments, then it gives me a list alphabetically across. So let's say I wanted to go to, Nike. Let's do Nike. So I can go to the ends, and then I can look for Nike in that way. So it's taking me closer to that. I don't have to scroll through alphabetically. There's Nike. So Nike is right now 12% cash back. Huge. They're normally a 1.5. Now, let's say I didn't know Nike had a coupon available. Watch what happens if I just type in Nike.com. And this is, I'm in Google Chrome right now. This is an extension that is available that you can add on. Watch what happened up here in the corner when I went to it, because I may not have known that Nike had that available. but it did this little pop-up for me that I can click on and automatically open up eBates and open up a shopping trip, and I would get 12% cash back. I love this feature because it just automatically tells you stores that you would be going to and may not have bothered to look at eBates to see that that is available in there. So they're throwing it right in your face saying, hey, you know, look at, you can save money when you're shopping at this website. And that goes for any of the retailers that are available in there. So if you use Google Chrome, add this extension when they ask you if you want to go ahead and use it, because that is brilliant. It's really helped me out a lot too when I've done some of my online shopping. Let's go back there, because again, I'm not really good about always remembering to do this, and that makes it totally foolproof for me. So I think I've explained this pretty well, how to navigate around. Again, you do get your checks quarterly, and it will tell you when you're going to get your cash back, what was recently added as far as your cash back. If there's some special bonus offers that are just for me, those will show up in here. It says that 14 right now of my favorite stores are on double cash back today. So these are the ones I put the little hearts next to. And then it's got all of my favorite stores right down below that. And then again, it's opened up my shopping trips that I've done recently. That doesn't necessarily mean that I actually went ahead and purchased something. It just shows that I went through eBates and said, hey, I'm going to go look at this site and maybe I'll buy something, maybe I won't. So if you ever have a question on getting paid for something, this will tell you the shopping trip, and you can go to the help section and put in a dispute that you were paid for one of your shopping trips. So that's it in a nutshell. Thanks so much for watching. And at this point, let's go ahead and get into all of the products that I purchased. Okay, so now that you've learned all about eBates, I'm also going to be showing you at the bottom of the screen for the rest of this video just some of the retailers that are signed up with eBates. Now there's well over 2,000 of them, so obviously I can't list them here. But I'm going to start out with first the different categories that are available, and then I'll start listing some of the retailers that are available under those categories. But I'm not going to do every single category because, again, there's just way too many of them, and this video would be about an hour long otherwise. So down here we're going to show everything, but let's get started on those products that I got. So my first part was going to Sephora. And I was able to pick up, finally, because I've never got this before, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I got mine in the color Desert Beige, which is 2 in 1, and that's actually what I'm wearing today. This retails for $39.50 at Sephora, and I tell you, I can see why everybody's in love with it. This is pretty flawless makeup, and I'm really enjoying how it feels and how it went on. I did apply it with my Artiste brush. I found it did much better with the brush compared to using a makeup sponge. So this is definitely a keeper on that one. The next item I got was just a refill, and I got some more of the Gimme Brow by Benefit. I'm in the color 1, and if you haven't seen this before, this is a little brow product that you can put onto your brows. It really helps those hairs stand out and look really defined, plus keep them in place. And this retails for $24. Then I got the Clinique Pep-Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer. I got a sample of this in one of my, I think it was my Sephora Play box. And I absolutely fell in love with it. I cannot believe how much it really does blur out those fine lines and the wrinkles. And it just leaves my skin feeling so soft in those areas. So I went and bought the full size of this. This is $29.50, and it will last a very long time because just the teeniest bit is all you need. It's pink like so, and seriously, for my under eyes, that's all I need. That much right there. So love, love, love it. And it doesn't really have a scent at all. So if you're sensitive to scents, then this will be wonderful for you as well. The next thing I picked up there was the Tarteist Pro Go
little palette, which I thought was just so cute. This is a eyeshadow palette. It does have a nice mirror inside. And then you get these 6 colors of eyeshadow. So let me go ahead and swatch these because these are just gorgeous. I've already played around with this quite a bit, and I really love the colors in it. Let me get some more clean fingers here. Ooh. So those are the colors in that, and they are just stunning. Now this one's white, so you can see how pigmented those are, and they're just wonderful. I have played around with everything, by the way, so I'm also giving you my first impressions on everything. So $23 for that. And then they also had the Tarteist Pro GlowTo Go, which is their highlighter kit. Same price, $23, and it too has a nice mirror inside. And what you get is a contour and then 2 highlights. Sorry, there's a hair hanging down here. The contour is called, it's a little too warm, well, actually a lot too warm for me. So I can't really wear that, but it's great for an eyeshadow look. So that is how that palette looks, and look at that shine. I actually am wearing Gleam just a teeny little bit on my cheeks today. You can see in there, but that's Gleam. So another one I highly recommend. And then just because I had the points, there was a 500 point perk, so this was actually free. I didn't have to pay for any of this, but I got the Clinique kit here, and it has some more of the Pep-Start Hydro Blur, and then it's got some of their other products from their Pep-Start line. So I thought since I like the Hydro Blur, I'd go ahead and try out some of the other products too. So my grand total for my shopping trip on Sephora was $139. Now let's move on to Ulta. I only picked up a few things there. I got the new EcoTool Beauty Blenders. I really had high hopes for these because I love the shapes of them. They have a flat edge here, and then a smaller flat edge, and then a nice in there to get right into the areas. And then of course you've got your regular sizes to do it. And then you've got a mini version of that too. I just don't find them to be very soft, to be quite honest with you. They expand quite a bit, but if I were to compare them to, say, my L'Oreal sponge, this is so much more soft, and I found that this just didn't get the product in there. It just didn't blend out nearly as well as the L'Oreal. So I like the shape, I like the idea of it, don't like the texture of the sponge. It's just way too stiff compared to the L'Oreal. So I'd go with the L'Oreal. These were $7.99 for both of them. The L'Oreal is also $7.99. I'll leave it up to you, but this is, to me, is much closer to the Beauty Blender. And then I also got the new Tarte Maneater palette. So this one, I was hesitant about buying it because I haven't always had the best of luck with Tarte products, to be quite honest, for their eyeshadows. I find them a little hard to blend out. You don't get a lot of high payoff with the colors. And you saw how beautiful their other Pro to Go was very pigmented. So let me swatch some of these colors for you. This is a great blend of just real natural colors. So again, I was a little hesitant, but you have a lot of browns and golds in this one as well. But again, that's one swipe. So I was tickled pink to see how well this one worked out. There's also just a neutral white that is great to go over all of your lid and everything, or highlight with. You have we have 2 colors that are shimmers in this. Everything else is matte. So I do highly recommend the Maneater palette. Thank you, Tarte. I've had very good luck with you lately. Okay. Oh, and I'm glad I didn't give up on you. I almost did. Then, last thing I got was, you know how much I love the Amazing Cosmetics Primer. Now they have out their Amazing Cosmetics Line Smoother and Primer. So this is a product that you actually use twice a day, and it has 3 little roller balls and then a hole in the center that the product, you squeeze it and it comes out, and you simply put that anywhere that you have any fine lines or wrinkles. And I tell you, your skin becomes so smooth. Gosh, wish I wouldn't have it. I have lotion on now, so I don't even have any dry skin to show you. But it really fills in everything, and again, leaves it so smooth feeling. Basically just like the Clinique Pep-Start Hydro Blur did. So, but this one has apparently all kinds of ingredients that will help reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles in the long run. So that's why you use it twice a day. So again, I highly recommend this. That leaves my total at Ulta for, I'm sorry, and this is $35 by the way. And if I didn't tell you, the Maneater palette is $29. So my Ulta total was $71.99. Okay, so that brought my shopping trip at Sephora to $139 and my shopping trip at Ulta to $71.99. Adding those together became a grand total of $210.99. However, my check that I got from eBates was $197.66. That brought the grand total for all this stuff, my out-of-pocket expense, to $13.33 thanks to my eBay check. Now, when I did this shopping, really not many things were double cash back. So you want to be on the lookout for those all the time. But what's really exciting is starting today, yes, today, there are a bunch of stores that are triple cash back. Now, Sephora, unfortunately, is not one of them. However, JCPenney's is. And if you do your shopping at JCPenney's online through Sephora, you get 9% cash back. So just imagine if you went and bought $100 worth of makeup there, that would give you $9 back on that. So why not take advantage of that? If you've been waiting to buy some products, now's a great time to do it. I'm going to leave a list down here also of the stores that are currently on the triple cashback. So that's very exciting news. So as you saw, yes, I was able to get all that makeup for just $13.33 thanks to my eBates check. So I'm now saving for the next one. That's going to allow me to go on another little shopping trip and get some more products. I will admit that December check was a big one because I did my Christmas shopping, and I think we all do a lot of our Christmas shopping online these days. So why not keep that in mind for the holidays when they come up again at the end of this year? But in the meantime, you can save a whole bunch more money on the other products. If you've got vacations coming up this summer, don't forget to check out all of the travel plans that you can get discounts on. That will help save some money as well for you and give you maybe a little bit of extra money for another trip or something like that. Or maybe some clothes or something to take on the trip as well. So if you have any questions about eBates, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions that you might have, but don't forget to sign up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do want to continue to bring you updates on future eBates promotions and also let you know any other things that I have available as well for you to be able to save some money, because I have a lot of other links down below in my description box too that can help you save some money on different products. So you may have also noticed that my hair is suddenly a little longer today. I decided to have some fun and got my extensions out. I haven't worn them in a long time, and actually you can tell I haven't worn them since it was a little bit of a different blonde color, so I do need to take those in next time I get my hair done and get them color matched to my new blonde shade. But if that's another video you'd be interested in seeing me do, is how I do the clip-in extensions, feel free to leave a comment down below on that as well. So I think that covers everything. Don't forget to subscribe and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.